I'm Spaz, and with me tonight are my lovely players. And let's start off with the hairiest of the group, but probably not so much considering, he got scorched last session. Rezo.
Hello, I'm Shadow. I play Rezo Rendal, the rogue wizard spellblade.
And next on our list is our friendly neighborhood spider, I guess? Vindabran.
Only sometimes, but yes. I'm Brian, and yes, I'm playing Vinderbrand Vettenstein. I am a giantkin druid practicing in the Circle of Elements.
And next up is the shadiest one of the group.
I think that's me. So hi, my name's Connor, and I am playing Arlo Thistlebush, the Shadow Halfling Sorcerer.
And next up, the loudest, maybe? Some would say, entertaining in some portions of, the world, but I'll just say, boisterous.
Well, you meant to say the best, but that's clearly me. Hi, everybody. My name's AJ, and I play Rave. He is the Valor Bard, a tabaxi or shroud in this world. And boisterous and big and bold and brave. That's what he is.
And last but certainly not least, the guy that's probably going to rob you, but you're going to give him what he's robbing you, Indrid Cold.
Hi everyone, I'm Dylan, and I'm playing Injured Cold, the half-breed rogue warlock, and I'm the paranormal expert here, even though I magically disappeared last time.
Well, because you went into the ethereal.
Of course I did.
To get information.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And I believe I called out your bullshit near the end as well, but...
Nobody else noticed it, sadly, so only you noticed that he might not be as, much of an expert as he say he is.
I'm a trusting guy still.
And with that, Brian, would you like to give us a recap of last session?
Yes, last session was episode 5. And we began with basically the party exploring as much of this fortress as we possibly could. We found a bedroom with a bunch of shredded sheets, then a hallway with a lot of dust, to which we determined was trapped, but at some point someone triggered one of the pressure plates, but nothing happened that we knew of, at least at this point. Next, we found a room with broken up and busted cells with one of Lord Torm's companions in there. He was unconscious and had what amounted to a magical bomb on his chest, and we don't know what sets it off. But once revived, we find his name to be Eberron, and he let us know that his sister Jessier would probably know how to disable it if we could find her. Hopefully she's still somewhere in this fortress. The party also found a few secret rooms and a couple of interesting items, and then they finally ended up in what looked to be a wizard's room with some kind of blood magic painted on the floor. There was a gilded skull that Indrid took, but it turned out to be sentient, and we ended up with a pretty tough battle with this thing, so tough so that Rezo actually dropped via fireball from this thing, but we were able to subdue the skull. Rezo got back on his feet, albeit with the smell of singed ruru filling the air. Finally, we decided to take a rest in a secret room behind a secret room that we had found. During this time, Rafe found a passageway to the tower that was overlooking the courtyard. That allowed the party to basically clear the space out the next morning, during which time Vin was able to get out to Uther and kind of let him and the horses know of their plans. Now, we start back now after a long rest, trying to figure out what to do next.
And with that, you guys are pretty much back in the main room, or you can have yourselves in the courtyard at this point. You guys have the full map accessible to you guys at this point, considering you've pretty much cleared it out now. So with that, you can explore it a little bit more, and I can give you a little bit more details on things that you guys have found, or things that you could possibly find at this point. Or you can, chat with one another and figure out what your plans moving forward are at this point.
Music's a tiny bit loud for you, Spence, because you're a little quiet.
Is it a little bit loud?
For you, because it's like...
Yeah,
Your mic's soft.
Yours in here, it's a...
Okay. And I'll readjust it a little bit.
Put it right
here. Okay then. So, with that, you guys can either continue on for what you were doing and go through the dungeon, go over your plans for how you're going to be doing that, or go throughout the dungeon since you pretty much fully secured it at this point, and see what else you guys might have missed or could possibly find to assist you in whatever choices you have to make later.
Considering the room we're in, Arlo's going to walk past his tent and realize that he left Olivia, I believe it was Olivia,
Tied up.
tied up for the entire long rest when he totally didn't have to. He's going to rush in there. Oh my goodness, I'm so... Is she there?
But she's right there, and like you'll notice at this point is like she has what looks the small little piece of parchment you gave her, as well as one of the paintbrushes, and like at this point she's just like slowly like drawing something on it.
I am so sorry. It slipped my mind that we tied you up, but doing okay?
And she looks over at you and just like nods.
Okay. Well, it's that update. We got the 2 skulls that we think are gonna let us go into, see the necro bastard. Any final advice?
So, how tightly did you bind her hand? She still has like full accessibility. I'm assuming?
I mean,
Or did
it's
you
more that
make-
she can't move. I doubt we tied her fingers together so she can't
Okay,
do something.
so you made it that she could cast still. So she's gonna do
Pretty
a very familiar hand motion and cast minor illusion, and pretty much after a few moments of like a couple words coming together, she'll inform you that the only thing that I could suggest at this point is consider all your options.
All right then. Well, hopefully it won't take too much longer. We already cleared out the courtyard. Actually, speaking of that, if you want, you have a free chance to make a break for it if you like. No guards or anything.
We could escort you out to the front too.
Considering if you all rested, I would assume that it's a daytime now. I'd rather not go outside.
All right then. Well, hopefully this won't take too long, and we'll come back with good news as opposed to undead. But fingers crossed. And he walks back out of the tent.
Luck.
All right. So, is there anything we want to do before we, take the plunge?
I say we burn them out. He's still living, right?
That we know of, yeah.
All right. What will we use for fuel?
Points around at all the broken boxes and tables and ballistas. And
But he's
all that
inside
stuff.
a mountain behind a sealed door. How are you going to get the fire in there without opening the door?
No, you open the door, set the front on fire.
What if he has a way out besides the one we're going in?
And are the doors made of metal? I thought they were made of metal.
The doors at the main entrance are made of a jet black metal with a slightly powdery, pretty much coat over it.
but we have a way through them, right?
Well,
We
yeah,
assume.
once we skull open, but I don't know if we skull open, then
Yeah.
we get fucked.
Well,
If we
whatever
get-
we do, I'd like to do it quickly. This place is giving me the creeps. Too much stone,
Arlo wanders over. Is our revenant friend still present?
Yeah, at this
Arm.
point, you guys noticed him while you're pretty much getting up and pretty much moving around and clearing out the courtyard and everything and moving all the corpses around. You notice he was still moving back and forth into the cell and all. But that's about it. He's still there, though, watching that door. He's-
Anything?
Hmm?
Anything to report?
It's been quiet. It's odd.
Too quiet.
I wouldn't say too quiet. There's still noises beyond the door. Subtle, but noticeable.
Well, we think we found the keys. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before we go in?
I was kind of hoping to be able to find Jessie around here, but I'm guessing she's not to be found.
Did we find any explosive barrels?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No explosives.
Are there explosives in this world, by the way?
They're filling the zombies up with something.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I forgot about those.
I forgot about the exploding zombies.
I forgot about the exploding zombies.
Well, damn, that would have been fun if you re-experienced them again.
Just be soaked in oil.
So
They could have been
what
bloated
do we-
for all I know. They just built up a lot of air.
What do we know about this guy, other than he can probably control the lass in the tent?
Well, he was powerful enough to control all of the rather numerous undead out front. And he's able to lay blood curses on those he's not particularly pleased with. And he's able to, well, apparently control individuals like Octavia, who are somewhat inclined to darkness, myself included.
What do you mean by that? Inclined to darkness. The shadow bit?
Well, yes. Truth be told, I don't really know where my magic comes from, but it does tend to have a rather dark hue to it. And Olivia gave the warning that it's something that this fella might be able to take advantage of.
Well, that's not good. Suggesting you
Right.
say that we should leave you in the tent with her?
I mean, I certainly could. Could I actually trade out my character for Uther?
Aw. You could if you want to. I don't know how Scott would feel about it.
Oh, he's fine with Connor.
As long as I don't kill him.
Scott, we need to have a talk.
But if you want to, you can trade out Uther for
Arlo.
Arlo.
Oh no, you want to play Feek? Level him up real quick?
Though I should note, you are going deeper into a mountain with a larger creature. Arlo would be beneficial.
Yeah.
So because you do know this place was created by gnomes.
I mean,
Yeah.
what's the worst that happens? You get mind controlled for a little bit?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a
Spot on.
certain- I don't know, to be entirely honest, but hopefully once you kill the fella, then any effects he has will hopefully fade away.
I'll pull out a pair of manacles and say,
What if we only put half on now so you're easy to subdue?
Arlo looks very intimidated, but
Just
will
one wrist.
meekly hold out his bony little pale wrist.
Are you sure that's going to even work? He's really tiny.
Yeah, right, man. I don't
He
think
is
that's
really.
what I saw.
If
That's a
they're
fair
human
point.
size, it's not going to fit.
oh, they're definitely human sized, so I'll click them on and they'll just fall off.
Yep.
Just play along.
You want to wear it like a bangle? Yeah. Just to.
I mean, it's rather heavy, actually. It's about a third of my weight, if I'm not mistaken.
Jeez, is it really?
I think it's like 10 pounds.
Manacles are 6 pounds.
A fifth?
Throw you like
I-
a football.
I think maybe we can come up with something better.
You have a strong enough mind, possibly, to try and fend off the urges.
Yeah, I mean, I have
something we might
been
think about.
around for a good 100+ years, so Maybe that will work in my favor.
Right, mate. You start going crazy, this guy just smash you.
Who are you? Who's this guy?
The giant.
Oh.
Then you'll be knocked out and not a problem anymore.
Well, we've traveled together, we've drunk together. If you can't trust you all, I don't know who I can trust, so just try not to make any damage too permanent if you could.
Well, I'd hate to lose you. You've got some good wisdom and powerful spell slinging we've seen too. I can't think of any reason not to go in now, guys.
Okay, Revenant joining us.
Oh yeah. As soon as that door's open, he's going through it.
Do we need to put the manacles on him so he doesn't go off without us? Like, nope, leash.
Now, mate, let him go. Let him
Bad
see if
time.
he brings any traps.
I'll just let him go through all the traps.
Yeah, right.
Does he set the traps off?
See, this is why I wanted to buy some goats, mate. We could have sent the goats ahead of us.
Do not recall a single time you mentioned goats.
Oh, when we first met, we had lots of goats. That's how we made the cheese, right?
Right.
Arlo, who has the skulls? I know I have an eye socket gem.
I think it's either.
I may have one of them.
Yeah, it doesn't. Indrid have the other?
I think Indrid had was one.
Oh yeah, I pocketed one.
Okay then.
Do you want it? Is it made of gold?
The gem?
Oh, it's a gem. It's mine.
Skulls.
No, the skulls to open the door.
No,
the skulls open
oh,
up the door.
Damn it.
My bad. The skulls are 2 human-sized skulls, gilded very nicely. And as you move up to this doorway, let me give you a little bit better details of it. So as you approach the doorway, it's a very noticeable and intricate door made of a jet black sort of metal with a very powdery sheen on it. On each side of the door, you'll notice 2 large metal skeletons holding giant glaive-like weapons in what it seems to be somewhat of a guarding stance in front of the doorway. These skeletons look to be made of the same material as the doorway itself as well.
Do they look like they're part of the door or like they can come off of the door?
From what you can tell, they are not connected to the door at all, but they do seem like they are of the same piece of the door.
Quick question: does anyone have detect magic, by the way?
And Vin, this is something you'll notice, but these skeletons are about the same size as you are.
I do.
Ooh,
Big.
some big fellas here.
This was a
Not
giant's keep, wasn't it?
No, it was a gnome's keep.
Well, the gnomes serve the giants.
Yeah,
Oh,
right, mate. What if you was? Is that like a giant to you to what a giant is to like people our size, mate?
It's just my cousin. Sometimes.
It's just me.
Oh, do you recognize him, mate?
It's Bert.
Not without his face.
Wait, so are they giants, or are they what you? Are you a full giant? You're not a full giant, right?
Giant kin.
So you think that's a
Descended from-
kid? You think that's when someone got a little hanky with a gnome?
Yeah, if it was a giant, you would. Yeah, giants are much, much bigger.
Giantkin are pretty much, they're still classified as a giant, but they're pretty much more along the lines of like closest to the
Hagrid.
Cyclops.
Wait, I'm not a humanoid. I'm a giant.
Oh, you're classified as a giant. It says that inside the book. You're not affected by the same
Old
thing.
person or charm person or
You're classified as a
nice.
giant. Along with all the disadvantages of being a large creature.
Wait, is Rezo a beast? Or
No,
is he-
Rezo is a humanoid.
Ah, bummer.
Everybody else is a humanoid inside the group.
Arlo's an undead.
Except- Yeah.
Luther might be. I don't know. It matters which
Source.
SR he's doing. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, someone put your skull to good use.
Shall we?
Hmm.
Yep, no time like the present.
Okay then. So who's putting the skulls in?
Me.
Do I have a mage hand?
Do I have a mage hand?
Nope, I don't. Not yet.
Oh, Arlo does actually. Can he lift a skull with just a
Ugh.
mage hand?
Yeah.
They're pretty heavy skulls.
And it's gilded.
I'm just gonna put
It's a
mine
gilded
in
skull.
stock.
I'm gonna say because it's a gilded skull, and a skull is like usually around like 5 to like 9 pounds, and it's gilded. It's gonna be like right above that
Fair enough.
threshold.
Well, we could always make the Revenant do it. You know, just tuck in one at each hand.
Oh, Rave, you're right there. Just put it in.
Fine.
Where's Indrid?
I grab it, stand next to Indrid, and shove the other one in with him.
Okay then. So then, as you two plug in the skulls into the doorway, one of the things that you do notice is, as you pretty much push them into it in these faceplates, you'll notice that the skulls themselves are probably, it wasn't noticeable at first, but about, I would say, I wouldn't say half the size, but notably smaller than the plates itself. But as you make contact with the metal itself, each one of you feel a spark of sorts in each one of your hands. And as you do that, you see both of the metallic skeletons adjust their blades and bring them down upon you two at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So at this
Are
point, I will allow you two to both make a
I-
dirty saving throw.
I would like to Misty Step.
I would like to Misty Step. Sadly, that is not a reaction.
Okay, well, at least I have that proficiency. Alright, I roll a...
Should have prepared Misty Step.
17!
17, not
Nice.
bad. Indrid, this is something you should be good at technically.
You know, you say that.
Are you rolling in person or are you rolling in Roll20?
I'm trying to see if I had any way to get out of this. Let's see how Roll20's feeling. Bad.
Fuck. Okay then, Rave, as like, for some reason you're like, yeah, I'm like, I've read a story about this. As you like jump backwards, like, ha, predictable, as you see like Indra just gets swiped at with one of the glaives. As Indra, you will take.
My feline senses were tingling. Oh my god, you!
Spaz.
And who's ready for another short rest?
Whoa!
And with that,
Fucking Terminators are here.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Terminator 6. Everybody, can you roll initiative for me, please?
Mm,
I'm gonna head home.
Hey guys, I think we should run away.
actually, let's do, yeah, I did a little better with my live dice.
Hmm,
Alright,
One of these days I'll get-
average.
I'll get there soon.
Actually, Terminators.
I found this music earlier and it's like it's softening.
And so they look like metallic skeletons or just like skeletons?
They're completely metallic from what you can see, and they're made of the exact same material as the doorway itself.
All right.
Shitty roll on their side, though. Okay, then. And with that, I believe that's everybody.
Right?
Can't hear you, Spaz.
Yeah, music kicked in.
Music a little bit loud. And with that, we should be starting off with Indrid. You just got fucking backhanded by this guy, and it didn't feel good.
Yeah.
We have the exact same initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay, then. Make your attack roll.
18.
That will just barely hit.
Nice. So damage, and then sneak attack damage. Neat. Okay.
Question, what damage type is your rapier? Piercing?
Piercing.
And I'm assuming sneak attack is considered the same type. Correct?
I would assume so.
Yeah. So as you go stabbing this thing, you hit true, but as you pretty much go to stab it, you'll notice your rapier just glance off of it completely as it just scrapes off the metal.
Cool. That's neat. So instead of staying here and dying,
Running away is a good idea.
yeah, I'm gonna use fancy swashbuckler feet.
Do remember,
Yep,
Mold.
round mold.
yep, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide.
Okay then. Give me your hide check.
Indrid, where are you off to?
Nope. Time to leave.
Yep, Indrid as he's just like pressing up against the wall, hoping to blend in as best he can in this area. Okay then, Arlo.
All right, peeking out around the corner, Arlo sees these two giant things. Now, did the door open?
The door did not open.
Well, phooey. Arlo is gonna clock both these two and whisper "Obscuros," and he's gonna cast blindness, and he's going to twin spell it using 2 sorcery points. So it's going to take Constitution from each of them, DC 14.
Okay then. Think.
Yeah.
One
Not
passes,
one.
one fails. I will say the one right next to Rave is the one that got blinded.
I'll take it. Bonus action, not at this level. I will go ahead and bonus action transfer one of my first level spells to 1 sorcery point.
Okay then.
Start getting them back.
Is that 1 or is that 2 sorcery points?
It is freaking 1.
Really? I thought it was 2.
It is not equivalent exchange for sorcery points.
Yep.
That sucks.
So
Bullshit.
useful, especially with the new feet. So useful.
Okay then.
After that, though, they look big. Arlo's gonna back away 5, 10. This is a wall, correct?
Yeah. Pretty much
Yeah.
this is railing going up to the next level up here.
Yep, he backs up 10 feet, and then I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay then. Rezo.
Well,
Fucking metal skeletons are coming to life. This shit's weird. You should go back
Um,
to the forest. Things are simpler there.
I'm gonna bonus action start humming.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna stab. It's blinded, so I should have advantage, right?
Yep.
You do.
All right, which means I get my snake attack. Roll at advantage. There we are. Aha! 24.
You do hit, but sadly it is the same damage type as Indrid's blade, as it is as you stab true, but it still glances off the metal bones of this large
Completely
skeleton.
resistant to non-magical.
Immune, one might say.
From what you can tell,
You need a piercing?
Let's
you
slash.
think if you made contact with
Sword,
something
it's piercing.
more solid, but piercing does not seem to be working on these bones.
Ben's just standing there waiting his turn with a big ass club in his hand.
Hmm.
Rez, you got one of these?
No. Interesting. I'll just take 5 steps and end my turn because I already used the bonus
Fascinating.
action.
Okay then. So we'll start up with the one that is blinded.
Oh,
And-
but can I go first, Chance? I don't know what if their dex is a 2 and I'm a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a dex for them. You roll a dex for yourself. We'll do
Okay.
a tiebreaker to see who goes first.
Oh,
not- Even though you rolled the same, you sadly rolled a 1 in comparison to them. So
Wait, no, but they have to roll. Oh my god, how did that happen? Wait. Oh, I rolled a dex save. That's why. No, I rolled lower. I rolled lower.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow. I was about to say, well, that's gonna be easy to beat. Nope.
Nope.
Okay then, so you luckily dodged the first attack, but then you're kind of caught off guard that, you're the only one here now, as the blind one is going to attempt to swipe at you again with disadvantage. For some reason, it's not set up on their sheet for me just to click on that.
Toggle.
Toggle. Advantage toggle. Disadvantage. Click. Glaive.
Oh, 3. No.
Okay then. And this other one is going to swipe at Lord Torm. Which, let me check his AC. That will
A
actually.
paladin? Damn.
Yeah, but he's a revenant.
Nah.
He has an improved AC. It's not that much better though, sadly. As he takes 7 slashing damage, which surprisingly hits him pretty hard. And with that, Rave, it's your turn. You luckily avoided the first swipe. Probably a good idea to get out of there while
Yeah.
you can.
Oh, I can, and I will, because I will be disengaging as my action to GTFO. But I will try to help out some of the big boy hitters, and I'm going to go back here first, and then as I get there, I can wait. I don't know if I can see Indrid.
What's your passive perception?
It's not that high.
Yeah.
It's like 11. I don't see him. Shit, I can't. Okay, it's going to Rezo.
Pretty good.
Furry buddy, go! Hit him where it hurts. Oh no, wait, no. Big buddy, you do it better.
Okay then.
Go for the Vinny.
Also, I did notice I forgot to put Lord Torm on the initiative, so I'm going to do his turn at the end of yours, Rave. So
Okay, that's fine.
continue yours and I'll do his turn.
Yeah, and I just moved the last bit over there because God, the piercers can't do it, but bludgeoning giant maybe. That's my turn.
Okay then. And with that, fucking Lord Torm's gonna, fuck this guy up as best he can. As he is going to punch this one in front of him twice.
Punch?
Punch. As he goes to swing and...
Better than a blade, I guess.
Those will both miss, sadly, as the skeleton is surprisingly dexterous for as big as it is and as heavy as it looks.
Why didn't you attack the blind? Which, by the way, did the blind one roll for his save again?
He does get a con save at the end of his turn.
He does get a con save then in his turn. Then I will make a quick roll for him.
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
Actually, let me check. Yeah, it's one below.
Oh.
Yep.
14.
Okay then, and with that, Vin,
Can I get past Rez here?
you can get past
Just get me
Rez
over here.
right here.
All right, well, I'm gonna come over here and just swing with 2 hands, baseball style, I guess.
With
21.
advantage.
That will hit. and
With
you
With
have
advantage, I'll
so-
swing one more time just in case.
exact same thing.
Consistent.
Okay then.
Ooh.
10 bludgeoning damage as you pretty much bring your giant tree of a club hurling towards the skeleton as you pretty much hit it in the rib cage as it takes that impact and gets flung against the wall as it slams into it, taking the full amount of damage.
Put the blades away, guys. Anybody else got one of these? No? Seemed to work. No one?
I got my fists.
Well, what are you doing way back there then?
I got my fist. I'm gonna be honest. That's probably gonna do damage to you every punch.
I'm wearing platy gauntlets. I'm armored.
Oh, did it die from that?
It did not die to that for some reason. Its HP's fucked up.
Game doesn't lie. Just saying.
Yeah, fucking API scripts do though, sadly.
Yeah, no worries. I'm probably going to stay where I'm at. I don't want to move away. This thing's blind too, right?
Yes.
It is blind.
Well,
Oh, there we go. That's more of a hefty guy.
That
I'm
makes more
I'm the one that I can't walk away because I've got like my 13 AC here. He'll hit me even with disadvantage.
He doesn't get an opportunity attack when he's blind.
Oh yeah,
sense. Nope, he does not.
boing! Back where I was.
Of course, it's doing it now. Great.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's connecting both of them. I'll have to adjust this real fast. But yeah.
All good.
Okay then. Good job. And back up to the top of the turn order as injured, you are confidently sneaking against this wall in the open.
You're gonna start blasting.
Probably a good idea.
Anyways, I started blasting.
Which one are you attacking, though?
That one.
Which
No.
He still gets advantage if the thing didn't see him.
Huh?
it technically did not see him. These things are focused on what's ever in front of them, which is technically the Revenant and Rezo.
I'm also
so,
hidden.
Advantage.
Yeah, it's advantage, yeah.
So advantage.
Uh-huh.
That's luckily with that second one, it will hit.
Oh my god! Kidding me?
Every little bit helps.
As you hit it, it dinks off of it. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but you do notice a small little crack on one of its ribs.
I'm helping.
That's how you do it.
Up to it's
Small little crack.
I accidentally exited out roll 20. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide.
Okay then. Okay then.
Load,
That
please.
Arlo.
Yep. I will duck around again. And he's
Punch him,
gonna make-
Arlo.
No!
Shit, Arlo.
And he will do a firebolt on the blind one. So roll
Okay,
with
then.
advantage. Going to be a natural 18 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
And guess what I rolled?
1
Dead.
damage.
Did you?
Twinsies.
Oh my god.
Go team.
No, this is fine. This is what we want.
Is
lure
it?
them. We'll lure them into a false
This is
sense of-
content. Damn it. And another 10 feet, and I'll end my turn.
Okay then. Rezo.
It's still blind, right?
It's still blind.
Yes, it is.
All right.
It's
I'll take.
got quite of a, big area to swing in though. So move.
Yeah. I'm gonna step back. Since it's blind, it doesn't get the opportunity attack, and I'm gonna shoot it with fire. Don't they tool? Because it is blind.
Don't roll a 1.
I should note this whole pretty much like front area right here is like opportunity attack for both of them.
I will
'Cause
disengage
They both
as a
have
bonus
blades.
action because I am a rogue.
Just to let
and
you
then
know.
shoot.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'll disengage as a bonus action, then shoot.
Okay then.
Why did that
Oh,
roll?
better.
2.
And sadly you don't get sneak attacks on
Yeah,
that.
no, ignore the sneak attack.
Though you do hit it, and surprisingly, or luckily, not really surprisingly, magic is doing damage to them.
Good,
Oh, man,
good.
just imagine if they were immune to magic.
Run away!
And just because I can,
Freaking
I'm
Rakshasas.
take
God.
moving a little
Please
bit.
don't.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Where you going?
Safety. Shoot from the corner. That kind of thing.
Safety away from here. Yes, of course. Smartest of plans.
That'll be the end of my turn.
But with that, at this point, this one in front of Lord Torm at this point is getting a little bit fed up. So, he is going to pretty much leave his glaive in one hand and reach out towards Torm, grabbing onto him. Really shitty.
Come on, Torm.
Like-
We believe in you.
Where is your she, Torm?
Duck and weave. Duck and weave.
What do you have better? You got better strength. Let's go with your strength, buddy.
I hear the blop, but I have yet to see it.
For some reason, I need to switch Torm back to public, but he rolled a 12 as well, so he
Oh, yeah,
luckily
better.
beats it, just barely though.
Ugh.
He almost got snatched, and at this point, this one over here, considering he was shot to the side, is pretty much going to bring his glaive around wide, just pretty much bringing it all the way over to here, just trying to hit anything its way. So it's gonna make contact with Torm though on its way around.
Will it hit the other skeleton?
No, it's pretty much he's going to be doing it since they have a reach of 10.
10 feet. Yeah.
He's pretty much going to be doing it when, obviously it's a direct attack to him, but it's pretty much him just swinging
Yeah.
wide out in the open. Okay, disadvantage attack. Ooh.
Ah.
As pretty much Indrid It's terrifying for a minute as you just see this skeleton pretty much coming around with its giant metal glaive as it swings around. And you think for a second it's aiming for you as you see its glaive loosens from its hands as it launches out towards you as it flies into the moss hallway, slamming into there.
He lost his glaive.
He lost his glaive as it launched into the moss area.
Oh, bugger. It's in the moss?
It's in the moss. And with
Dodged
that,
the bullet there.
yeah,
There's another one over there we might be able to get.
he's crit failed, but still impaled Indrid.
Con save for the one that's blinded.
That would be a 20.
Oh my
He's-
god.
Since it
Hell
since
is
it did not
over.
switch up. As it's now able to see, though it saw how badly it fucked up.
Now I'm embarrassed and leaves.
it curls up into a ball and start rocking back and forth.
Kick him while he's down, hurry.
And with that, it is now Lord Torm's turn, as he's going to pretty much punch shit. He's going to punch twice at the one in front of him,
Ooh.
which I don't know why he still has advantage. He doesn't. So 18, the first one will hit, and it will do 12 bludgeoning damage,
Jiminy Christmas.
which luckily will just do base damage. But fuck, that still hurts quite a bit for this guy.
Revenants ain't no joke.
Well, if you fucking crossed one.
Well, if you cross the Revenant, it's even worse, because then you get that extra bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage on top of it.
Is he gonna try and grapple it?
He is not going to attempt to grapple it. Because he wants to be able to move just in case this one tries to
That is fair.
move up on him. Rave, you saw a very impressive display of a punch from Lord Torm. Gives you inspiration.
Oh, does it?
No, it does not give you. I'll give you an inspiration, but it's a D2.
Hey, you never know. That could actually
and
mean something.
only on a punch.
Oh. And only. Well, you know what? Funny enough,
Do it.
I was debating about punching, but I don't know if I want to get in there. But since you said that, Ray will go in. But he'll go over here just to make sure Vinny has enough room to get around and do his thing. Because he saw that Rezo was there and Vinny could still move, so he gets up in there and he's just going, no! Punch with his own gloved fist, and he's just gonna try to smack him. Smack him like it's hard! And that's going to be a very lagged roll of...
Oh no.
It'll tell you in a second. You just wait for it. It's gonna be a crit.
I'm waiting for that crit fail and he
Oh,
breaks
as
like-
well. It's a 13, but do I get to roll a D?
Hey, if you get one attack, or that one attack on the 13 now, and not even if you rolled that D2, it's not gonna work for you.
Yeah. Unless Vinny counts as being next to me because he's within the diagonal.
He's sadly
Alright.
even with that +2 as well, like it's
Contained.
not close. It's not good enough.
Alright.
As you punch into it, and it does sting a little bit. Like it's some solid metal you just punched into.
Well, that be me turn.
Okay then.
Yep.
Vin,
Right.
you saw a lion
Let's
man
give this
just
a
try to
shot.
punch a giant metal skeleton.
That was impressive, Rave. Seriously, could I
think
drop could I either hand over or drop the adamantine javelin? Let him use it as a staff or something? I
It's
don't
like
know.
a
yeah.
gear.
So.
No. He has.
No, he has. Yeah, that's a part of the treasure from last session. You guys have a adamantine javelin, also known as the death bolt.
Yeah. I'm not big on metal, so maybe you could use it instead of your fist. That looked painful.
Sure, I take it.
And let's see if I can hit this guy.
Just
This
to let
is
you
normal
know,
shot now, correct? He's not blind
Yeah.
anymore.
Just a normal
Javelin's
shot,
piercing.
Yeah.
but it is a +2. I should note the javelin is considered as of now, or the bolt is considered a adamantine javelin as far as you know at the moment. So just mark that down on your sheet as an adamantine javelin. Even with the +2 from Rave, that will not hit, sadly. As this skeleton kind of
Can I use that? Wait a second. What can I use inspiration for?
You can use it to hit.
You can use it for anything, pretty much.
I have it now. So what's it? A D6
D6.
plus a
Could
I
D2.
guess not everything, but most.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So it's 14 plus 3, 17.
You're just 1 point under.
Oh.
Do I plus the 14 plus 3? Dang it.
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
right there.
Oh well.
It was a good try.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I don't know if I want to stay here because I'm going to stay in everybody's line of fire.
You're fine on me. Also,
Well,
you're gonna get attack of opportunity now.
yeah. I don't want to get hit here.
Okay then.
Move forward then.
I'm thinking about it, but I don't want to be flanked by these two motherfuckers. No, I'm not moving
Oh,
forward.
flank.
Nope.
Honestly, like it's probably better to move back, maybe towards Arlo. The
Their reach
opportunity
is-
attack. So
I
here's the
don't want to
thing.
get in.
This one's reach is 10 feet. This one's reach is 5 feet at this point because he lost his glaive.
Mhm.
So yeah, you would take a back tap out opportunity anyways.
Not if you move back 5 feet.
Well,
Yeah. Well,
actually, he could if he moved back 5 feet.
I don't know where everybody else is. Honestly, I don't see Indrid, and the other guys are on the stairwell. I'm just gonna stay here and keep pounding.
Because if he moved right here, he would proc 2 opportunity attacks if they wanted to.
Yeah. Fuck all that.
Okay then. Indrid, this whole area is starting to get filled up with bodies. Luckily, they're still alive, most of them. Maybe. Who knows?
Right. I'm gonna pop out behind my giant friend. Like, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me,
Okay.
mate.
Yep. Over here.
Right. We're at one more. And then I'm gonna look at that one. And I'm still hidden, technically. So I'll get advantage, and I'm gonna try a spell.
Ooh.
Which bolt?
Oh.
Impressive. I
Nice.
barely see the spell used. So nice.
power.
Yes, as you just start zapping them. And
Right.
you're level 1 warlock, so sadly it's just at first level. But
Yeah.
you hit.
Alright,
You
so
hit him.
D12.
Man, only if like like lightning damage did something cool to them.
Yep. And that just goes on.
I feel like it should being all metal, but hey.
Like a shocking grasp
make it easy to
advantage to hit.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm just gonna be Emperor Palpatining this guy.
Hmm. I'm gonna say if this guy grabs somebody, which is likely considering he has no glaive, if he takes damage again, they have a chance of getting zapped.
Sucks for them.
Yeah, it
Because
does
I'm
suck
not
for them.
dropping it.
No, it's good about the
He'll
damage.
survive.
Um,
Arlo. Oh wait.
Yeah, I can't really hide, can I?
Not really.
I'm
At this
channeling
point,
the lightning bolt from my
you're-
face.
Yeah, you're focusing the lightning at this point. Like you
take
could
5
try
steps
to
back.
hide, but like
What's the point?
you're out in the open, and plus there's like
There's lightning coming from me.
Yeah.
What's the range on this?
I gotta
30
be
feet,
honest. I am
30 feet.
wicked impressed.
Only 30 feet.
Yeah, I should know if you move out of that radius or they move out of this radius, it's gone.
All right. I am just gonna tuck back into this corner.
And just to double check, you did it on the one in front of everybody, right?
No, this one.
Oh,
Wait. Oh, you did it on that one. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Then
you can't really get away either.
you can't. So
Cool.
let me add 2 points back to this guy and -2 from the other guy.
Is there like electricity crackling around me? Because this is cool as fuck.
Yep.
Between
Just
your
kinda
legs.
Peeking out from the side, like
Between
channeling
legs.
lightning bolts.
Get careful where you're aiming there.
Your beard is starting to, float in a direction.
Now, mate, you look fantastic, mate. It's very atmospheric.
I'm liking it.
And I'm just,
impressive.
Right, yeah, I've got like fluff in my head. I'm like, what do you say? I can't see.
Can't see.
And with that, Arlo, it's your turn now.
Arlo ducks around the corner, sees that one of them's no longer blind, but one of them has the weapon down, so he's going to try and take care of that one. So he's going to aim for the left one as well with a firebolt. That's only a 13 to hit. And he will back up and end his turn.
Okay then. So then, Rave. You meet back face to face to this one once again. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, it's Rezo's
gonna
turn.
say,
No, I
what
forgot,
about
I
Rezo?
forgot about
What the
Rezo.
fuck?
Can Wezo
Sorry,
kill
Rezo.
it?
Sorry, Rezo, you're dead already. You didn't know it, but you got backstabbed by
When the hell did that
The
happen?
girl, she was unpicking her hands. She just looked.
Feek killed you. You're dead now.
Damn it, Feek, not again.
stole your
did we
life.
determine that piercing just doesn't work, but
Correct.
slashing, does that work?
You don't know if slashing works. You definitely know piercing doesn't work. Everybody else has been using magic at this point.
Yeah.
Magic or
Bludgeoning.
bludgeoning. We know bludgeoning works.
Yeah. Also, move the Revenant up with space in the initiative too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, I can technically do that. All right. I'm going to attempt to do slashing. I will drop my sword, pull out my whip, and attempt to whip it
Is
from
it-
over Rave's head.
Okay then.
Whip it, and I have advantage because of pack tickets.
And it is much taller, so you should be able to roll good advantage.
24.
As you go to whip it as it just dinks off of its forehead.
Nothing at all.
Man.
Nothing.
Slashing does nothing? Oh my god.
So it's not a regular skeleton at all. All right.
Made of
all right.
adamantine.
Yeah. And then how far was that? 25, 30, 40. Ah, sorry.
Okay then.
Good try.
Yeah, I would have done more damage with my firebolt, so then I had to attempt it.
Lord Dorm's turn. He's gonna just keep beating the shit out of this guy because that's all he can do.
God damn it.
Yeah, he's not good at punching.
I'm
It's-
gonna have to get over there. Help
It's
him
his
out.
it's his least useful weapon.
Spaz, this was your time to say he's not good at fisting.
He's not good at fisting. There's nothing to fist. It's a skeleton.
That's why he's so
Okay.
bad at it.
Okay then, adamantine skeleton. Let's start off with the next one, which Rave, it's gonna punch you in the face to show you how to punch somebody the right way. Wanna be monk?
Ooh, snap.
Oh.
Teaching you how to be a proper monk. That is that's 10 damage because I for some reason didn't add his strength.
Wronk.
Ooh.
I have strength.
That's 10 bludgeoning damage to the face as he shows you how to properly punch something. I would say you would take inspiration, but you got a broken nose from it.
Gotta get that. Okay, 30 and then minus the 10. Blah. There we go.
And this one is gonna just try just chopping down. You know what? No, fuck him. He is going to attempt to grab Lord Torm again. Oh fuck, he grabs him.
Hey.
What's the worst that happens? He dies and wakes up tomorrow?
And Lord Torm can sadly not make it, and now he's going to actually use his other ability since he can actually grapple his bonus action, which I should have been doing earlier, but you know, screw that. As he's actually going to use action to hurl him, and since he's a medium creature, he can throw him 15 feet in any direction of his choosing. And reason, obviously.
That's cool. Even though it's probably coming at my face, but that's cool.
I could fly if I wanted to.
I'm just thinking like, yeah, it's coming at you as he grabs Lord Torm by like pretty much the face and beard and just throws him at you, Vindabran. And with
Yeah.
that, you'll be taking the same damage as he is, sadly.
No saving throw.
1d99.
I'll give you a saving throw for half damage, Vindabran. It's Dex. Oh, yeah, nice. You passed.
With my -1, I am the best at evading damage.
Oh fuck.
Holy
Stop rolling
shit, man.
high.
That's worse.
God.
That's 3 times worse than the punch.
Oh, it is a lot worse than the punch. Them throwing you is not a good thing. They just don't have a lot of range to throw.
At least it was half damage.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Could I have at least tried to like slow his descent and not let him
I'll say because you passed and you actually passed pretty high above the DC I was gonna give you. I'll say he also will take half damage from that.
Take it. 'Cause it seems like we need all help we're giving.
Man, that was that's some solid 3d6 right there.
Yeah. 2 off of max damage.
Yeah, not bad.
Yowza.
Okay,
That'd have been a really good stat roll.
that would have been. That would have been a great stat roll. Okay then, and with that, Rave, it's your turn. With
Yeah.
your bloody nose at this point.
Alright, so now tell me, Spaz, because I know what a javelin is, but Rave is a tavern brawler, and he's pretty good with improvised weapons and thinking on his feet. Can he improvise the javelin into a quarterstaff?
Oh, javelin can be used as a melee weapon as well as a.
That was absolutely the intent when I gave it
Yeah,
to
but
you.
I want to use it as a quarterstaff. Not a piercing weapon, but
I should know only the tip, which is about a quarter of the top
Just the
part of
tip.
the yeah, just the tip of the bolt is adamantine. I should know.
Yeah, that's fine. Well. If you
What
say
are you
I
saying?
if you
Is
say I
this
can't
is this a
swing it,
D8?
is the rest of it made of metal though, or is it like a wood rod?
It's made out of a metal. It's just a different metal of the tip itself. And I should note that this is classified as a javelin, though it is actually a ballista bolt. It's actually a ballista bolt. So.
All right. Well, first,
No, it's a little bit awkward.
since it's adamantine, he'll try doing the pokey. He'll do the hokey pokey. Well, since it's a ballista bolt, do you want it to be an improvised weapon or do you want it to be a javelin?
Oh, javelin.
Okay. It's still +5 either way. So we'll just go improvised.
Oh.
As you pretty much like go to like stab it, as you literally like perfectly go through one of the ribs, like just stabbing into the wall behind him. As it just looks down at you.
I'm not a threat. Ignore me.
There might be a possibility matter of what Vin does this round.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much my turn. I can't do anything unless I hit something.
Oh crap! I rolled the wrong one, but I don't think that's gonna matter.
Okay then.
That was supposed to be the two-handed version.
Because there are no bonuses, it's only damage increase for the two-handed one.
Yeah.
Big sad. Oh.
Oh, you move forward.
This is gonna hurt. Let's do this.
Okay then. And with
Somebody
that,
get up here and finish this motherfucker off.
And with that, we're back up to Indrid. I'm surprised these guys have lived this long. I'm gonna be honest.
They have AC of 18.
They do have an AC of 18.
And we're level 4!
Just channeling my lightning bolts.
You guys have all the magic.
Better.
Oh yes, we're going up 1 every time with you. 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
Eventually.
it's better.
It's exponential.
Like
Yeah.
using, like how Witch Bolt usually is, like it doesn't work.
9 more rounds, we'll be pumping out some damage.
Exactly.
Save
Yes,
us
my
for
turn.
this.
I can't do anything else.
You gotta think big, guys. Gotta think big. Okay, Arlo.
Arlo's gonna firebolt. Yeah, the only melee he can do is piercing, which would do nothing. So why even bother? 17 on the dice. That's gonna be a 23.
Now
Uh,
hurt.
The
I'll hurt
D10. Come on, 4.
Nice. Oh
Which
yeah,
one
I gotta
are
stop
you
using.
hitting?
Left.
Left, okay. And sadly, only 4. Big sad.
Back and done.
Okay then. And at this point, as you notice this, I'll say who's gonna notice? Indrid, Rave, and Vin. You'll all notice this as pretty much as Arlo shoots out a firebolt. You'll notice as some of the adamantine actually gets melted off slightly, showing what looks to be some of the bone underneath. With that, Rave, your turn.
Soft spot.
Oh, I get to go again?
Or
Hey,
Rezo.
Ah,
Ready
no.
or-
stop skipping me. I know I'm not doing much damage, but I exist.
I'm sorry, Rave. It's just your background character at this point.
Reza.
Oh damn! You really are that much of a backup character. No, you're just not the same after you lost all your hair. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna shoot the one on the left. Firebolt. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay then.
Bang bang shooty bang bang. 16 won't hit.
16, and sadly you don't get flanking bonuses. Sadly,
Yeah.
damn. Okay then.
All right.
Now
I'm just,
Anything else?
Gonna go
Oh,
for
you're
a
just
walk.
running away.
just gonna go for a walk. Just
Nobody
like, kicking
needs
things
me
on the
anyways.
floor. You should have
Good.
skipped my turn anyway. It was just.
Okay, then, as Lord Torm's gonna stand up at this point, picking himself up, and he's gonna move towards the guy that just fucking threw him, because that's a dick move, as he's gonna punch him twice again. +2 to
Plus
his
two.
attack this time.
Is this a fight to the death or a fucking bar brawl at this point?
Probably both, and plus, oh shit. Okay then. As pretty much he goes to punch it at this point, as pretty much he goes right for that weak spot with the second jab, as he pretty much causes the entire skeleton pretty much to get severed in half with the punch, as pretty much the spine just gets split. That punch.
So moving there actually was the best idea of the session yet. My God.
Oh,
Yeah.
it did it.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the best thing you could have done.
I was fully prepared to take a glaive swing, but
Okay then.
thank you, Torm.
And now time for this adamantine skeleton, which is all by himself now, sadly, and surrounded. Rave, you poor cat. I'm gonna go grab you now. Do your best to avoid this.
Okay.
That's a 24.
Oh my god. Well, athletics is my best thing, so yeah. 21. I tried.
As he's going to grab you at this point, and he's going to fling you. Indra, did you hide last round?
No, he can't. He's got lightning.
I had lightning shooting out of my face.
Okay then, as he can see a solid target, he's gonna throw Rave at Indrid.
I would like to dodge.
Make your dex save, as you are allowed that. Save for half damage, pretty much, as you avoid the lion getting hurled at you.
Failed.
Honestly, you weren't
Oh,
expecting
no,
this
this is gonna hurt.
giant metal skeleton to grab Rave and throw him at you.
I'm not used to people
What
being
are the
thrown
odds
at
he's gonna roll another 3 5s? Like,
I'm used to them throwing themselves.
Oh
I didn't roll
my
another 3
god.
5s. I rolled a
I'm
5 and a 5.
Barely alive.
Yep, same here.
Is Ray gonna save?
Rave, considering... Yeah, I'll give him a save as well. He has a higher DC, though, considering Indra did fail.
Okay, my roll is a delay.
Cats do land on their feet, right?
Cats land on their feet.
I
Does that
know,
mean
you
you're going
think
to
you give me advantage for that,
Does that mean you're gonna be drop kicking Indrid? Explain that the damage.
Land
a
on
10.
your target.
I doubt it.
As you do land on your feet, which your feet make contacts to Indrid's face.
Wrong surface.
As that's this adamantine skeleton's turn.
Ow.
Rave.
Ow!
Your entire body hurts.
Go get him, champ.
Oh yeah, with a concussion. Ugh! Do I
got
have
this,
reach
Ray.
with this weapon?
You've got this.
Do I have
Poke
reach?
it, swing
Is
it.
it big enough that I've got reach?
Get up in here. We'll help.
That doesn't really matter. The thing's a 10-foot reacher anyways. Yeah,
not this one. It doesn't have its weapon.
it doesn't have a
Doesn't
weapon.
have
Well,
a
that's
swing.
10! There's a 10 hit? 12, technically.
12. That will not hit.
Okay.
Oh, we're rolling shit here.
Yeah, you
I-
guys are honestly.
I'm gonna need a break
really
after
shitty on
this.
fight.
Vinny, you got it!
Guys, the door's not even open yet.
And I give it my last inspiration to Vinny.
Oh God, thank you. I'll hopefully don't need it, but
Vin, just kill him in one hit.
Please, just do it.
Okay,
You got a
16.
D6.
Just roll a
Nope,
2, damn
nope,
it.
fuck that. Yeah. 4.
You did-
Fuck that. I'm rolling the dice.
Alright,
Instead of 4, so dirty 20.
Yeah, dirty. Well, yeah, dirty 20.
18.
damage.
Oh yeah, plus 2.
Oh my
Aw,
god,
man,
why
you're
did you
a
roll it on
you're
the
a
game?
Valor
Just a
Bard,
hit.
so you could have added that D6 to damage. Damn.
I needed it to hit.
You needed
Yeah.
to.
He did need to hit. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yep.
So yeah, as you hit it for 4 damage, which I believe
Yeah, that was the 2-hand one too.
it does. As pretty much when you make contact on pretty much the skull of the skeleton, as you pretty much break off a big chunk of adamantine as it falls to the ground.
Dead.
It's not dead.
Ah.
So its skull is exposed and cracked at this point.
Oh, that should be
Indrid,
enough.
your bolt is sadly gone, considering your target's dead.
You can't transfer it, huh?
And also your face hurts a lot. Now luckily, considering, you know, your skin looks like frostbite, you don't really noticeably bruise.
Yeah, I'm gonna meander my way over here, puke up a little blood.
Some teeth, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh.
And then shoot out a Eldritch Blast.
That will hit.
See, it's
We're going
better
up!
each time.
It's time.
Okay, then. I know it's not technically bludgeoning damage, but force is practically it, and it's vulnerable to bludgeoning damage at this point. So, I'll make that 8 damage.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Arlo.
Take a little peek. And firebolt. It's a 16.
16. No pluses from range for
No,
flanking.
not for
sadly.
range.
Get up here
Sadly.
and punch him in the nuts.
Rezo, do
I'll
something.
break my fist.
I'm going to do the exact same thing he did.
Firebolt.
Oh, good.
23.
Oh, you firebolt a lot better than he does. Oh shit, you do.
Oh,
Firebolt.
yes, you do.
Damn. There we
Go
go.
down already.
Fucking die, damn it.
It's
Oh
not
my
down.
God.
Okay, I'm going to run up on it to give them another +2.
Okay then, so that's gonna be a total of +5 for Lord Torm, as he's just gonna walk over here and just fucking
Nice.
punch him.
I just like go for the leg.
Oh my god, you see I was waiting. Oh my
What?
Okay, so pretty much as Torm like
Just face plant.
yeah, like he goes to punch, but then he hears a noise at the door, which has actually been nicking his branch on the doorway, thinking that it opens, and like completely like just misses his punches.
Wow. That's tough.
A 1 and a 2.
That's
just-
tough.
Biting the skeleton leg.
Okay,
Like a
then
fucking dog.
Rezo, make your acrobatics check.
Oh, well, guess what? I'm humming. I have
Oh.
an advantage on acrobatics.
Oh,
Don't need
fuck.
it.
Another
I can
crit.
still roll the nat 20.
You could. You
I have
got this.
advantage.
Oh.
Yep.
As
Dirty.
pretty much as it grabs you by the leg and flings you at this point. Now, sadly, he has no targets at the full range of 15 feet away, so he's gonna fling you the best he can in the... He's just gonna fling you over here.
A 15-foot range.
He has a 15-foot range only, which if he doesn't throw you at like a target, another target, it only does a d6 plus 5.
Oh,
10 damage.
Interesting.
could you go ahead and roll me that athletics check for the skeleton again? I don't think you've ever gotten below a 20 on that. Okay, cool. Okay.
It's not below 20.
It's not...
Theory proven.
I think the first one, when I
The
tried
first
to grab
one was
him,
pretty bad.
was like
Thorn
a,
got away.
like a 1.
Yeah.
Man, this guy losing his glaive was like the best thing he could have done.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
apparently.
Okay then, Rave.
Yeah, let's try poking again, because this is working so well. Oh! You tell me now, Smash!
How do you want to do this?
Oh! I mean, I'm just going to be poking for, I guess Rave's going to try to jump up really high, hand over his head, and just jab it right into the eye socket, see if it knocks the head off.
Okay, and I do want to make a correction earlier. The skull itself, adamantine does not leave from, but you do knock the skull off.
Is that all we had to do?
No, I think we had to hurt it first.
As they
I could have
are
just removed his head and been good.
Right?
Rave, that was beautiful.
I'm in a lot of pain right now. Just
Oh yeah, there's that.
What are you doing, Indrid?
Dying? I don't know.
Dying? Okay.
Dying.
It sounded like you were gonna say you were gonna do something.
No.
I'm gonna just
Damn.
go over here and take a sip.
Well, shit. Here. Since you're the only one over here helping me out, let me get my spells for you, Ray.
Whoa, that's a big heal.
Nice.
Okay then. You guys luckily defeated the skeletons or terminators, whatever you want to call them.
Terminator sounds apropos here.
Yeah.
The unwelcome party.
Okay, that really. I feel a lot better. Thank you.
Rave, that was the first time I think I ever saw you kill anything.
I think it was.
Good timing, I'd say.
It felt good. I
That
wanna do
looked
it again.
beautiful too. Well played, well played.
How's Indrid doing?
I don't know. I haven't seen him. I think he
Oh,
he
God.
ran off before we started the fight. Indred,
Yeah.
the bad guys are gone. You can come out now.
I've been here. I shot lightning from between your legs.
Oh, that was you. That was cool too. I saw a lot of cool things. during this
Do
little
you want me
bout.
to try and help his wounds out, or are we gonna take a little rest? What do you think? Go fast, or
Oh, I feel fine.
I feel fine.
You know, all aside from you getting thrown at me, right? Or no, that was Torm that got thrown at me.
Well, I think Indrid is actively bleeding, so either we rest or someone does something to help.
Oh, there you are. Hold on. Let's see if we can do some more.
oh my god.
There you go, Indrid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
solid. Okay then.
Is anybody... Torm, what's happening over there? How does he look?
Oh, he's slowly mending it back up.
Good.
Torm, do you need like a break, or are you good?
I think we should get this door open.
Yeah, about that.
Arlo will come up and start examining the door to
Mhm.
see, like, the skulls are still, I imagine, present in the.
Oh, the two gilded skulls. As soon as they pretty much let go of them to avoid the attack, they fell to the ground.
Intact?
They're still intact. Yes.
I
would say it's hard to, break a gilded skull. I'm gonna be
Dibs.
honest. Dibs.
Speaking of skulls, can I pick up the adamantine ones and use them for target practice later?
For target practice. Sure.
Adamantine projectiles.
Rave's a little curious about the adamantine, or what glaive they were using.
So there's one glaive right here, and there's one glaive right here.
That one
they-
we should
are they-
grab for Uther.
Well, I was just
Oh,
wondering,
yeah.
did the glaives look usable?
Oh, the
by
glaives
people
are
ourselves.
the glaives are usable. They are a regular sized glaive. They're not an oversized glaive, so they are usable to a medium creature like a regular glaive.
Oh, okay, great. So Rave will pick one up, and then he's going to try to use the other one to do a version of stick grab. He's going to just try to...
As you pretty much start to put the glaive into the moss area, as pretty much frost starts to slow or rapidly creep up the metal blade towards your hands, as the entire glaive itself is made out of this.
Oh, no. I pull it away, and I start smacking it against the cobblestone. Nope, none of that. Go away, Frost.
Right, I think we've had enough of this. Everyone stand back. And Arlo, once everyone's like a good 20 feet away, is going to start just firebolting this stupid moss.
Okay then.
Oh, I'll join in with that.
Firebolting won't work, but you'll eventually figure out that cold damage is going to clear it out. Takes some time.
Ray of Frost.
Just start clearing it
Nice.
out slowly.
Aha. Good job, Arlo. Now we've got a second glaive. One for me and one for Uther.
And
Or unless, Vinny, do you want to use it? Can you use it? No.
I don't like metal.
no.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Mr. Torm, why don't you put in the skull? to the door, since it seems rather antsy to move forward.
I see you pretty much pretty much has his hands open up, like asking for the skulls at this point.
I think they're just on the ground.
Oh, I thought you picked them up. Okay then. He's just gonna grab the 2 skulls and like click them on the door and nothing happens.
It's the big ones.
Oh.
Okay, here. I was going to use them for, Come on, give these a try.
As he just grabs onto them and just pops them in, as pretty much a similar spark happens as the gold ones do, but as these ones just stick to it, as the door pretty much a loud audible crack happens, as pretty much it slowly swings open inwards at this point.
Alright.
So maybe with a little insight, we would have been able to find out that... Are they the same size? The gilded ones and the adamantine ones?
The gilded ones are almost the same size. It's just they're
Like it's possible we might have been able to figure that out?
It was possible. It was just until you actually clicked it, or unless you like tried their skulls first, it would have been really noticeable. Like if you compare, you'll notice it would have been a slightly smaller version of their skulls.
Something to keep in mind next time we run into a dual skull lock on a door, yeah?
I've seen this before.
You have?
You have?
Oh no, but if we ever see one again...
Alright, perhaps we should try to be a bit quiet going forward now.
Couldn't hurt, yeah.
I stop humming.
That's a good start. But I'll try to go quietly. Ooh,
Fuck yeah!
Wow, look at you, Vinny. Look at you.
Look at you, be all sneaky like.
Yeah, look at me with disadvantage on this. 6.
12 for Arlo.
You're all stacked up now. Let me move you all to the
26.
next map.
Nice.
26. My net 20th. -1.
And
Stealth is
nice.
never a waste of a roll, pretty much.
Unless you get a nat 1.
A waste of a good roll.
You all should be moved to the next map at this point.
Yay! Where are we?
Are we in dirt here?
In
Dirt.
caves.
Yes, it is dirt. As you guys are slowly.
That's why I critted on my stealth.
Yeah, you guys are slowly getting into a cave system at this point, as the well-worked stone walls are now slowly dissipating and disappearing, as now what looks to be pretty much very well-kept and secured mine shafts, and just pretty much pathways inside to the mountain are pretty much what you're walking into at this point.
Does appear to be flammable oil on the ground.
That is not flammable oil, as you inspect it. It's actually what looks to be a very thin brownish layer of dried blood.
Okay.
No, sadly,
Oh.
nothing flammable.
Blood, yeah.
I'm actively keeping an eye out for hands in the ground that want to get hands.
What
up.
would ever make you worry about that?
I don't know. Just this weird dream I had while we were sleeping.
It sounds like you're living the dream.
Yes.
How about the walls? Are they just like packed dirt as well, or is there still stone?
Oh,
in
the walls are all stone. The floor is also stone at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, all this is pretty much stone at this point.
How tall is the ceiling?
This area is actually surprisingly large. Like, it's spacious for you at this point.
Nice. Yeah, peek around the
Which-
corner.
Yeah, and you also notice the doorway that you guys came from earlier as well was also humongous.
Good in case I have to run away, huh?
Yep.
Does Vinny look like a kid in comparison to those doors?
Vinny looks like a regular person going through those
Okay.
doors. Like regular, like, big doors for multiple people to
Yeah.
go through.
I'm sorry. Have we been following the same blood trail this whole time?
Yeah.
How many people does it take to make a blood trail this long?
Well, maybe it's just, a continual train of
Listen,
over
man,
and over
you're-
and over.
You run out of blood eventually. Yeah, like what's this blood trail look like? Is it like drops and splatters? Is it like smears of something being dragged continuous times?
It looks like a slow pretty much how do I explain it? The best way I can say is pretty much it's not fully consistent, but pretty much a large amount of drops making a consistent pathway from what you guys are following. It's not like a shit ton of blood just smeared. Like this isn't like a red carpet made of blood. Though that would be very thoughtful if the necromancer did that for you.
Oh
And
yeah.
where's my red carpet?
I guess this is the best thing you're getting. This is the best thing he could have done in the time he had. You guys did take a long rest and all. But
Yeah.
at this point, I'm going to need everybody besides and actually, yeah, everybody make a perception check at this point.
Oh, hooray.
I'm great at those.
Yeah, it's a 10.
I don't do those anymore.
6.
7.
Okay, then. You guys are paranoid as fuck. Okay,
Oh
then.
god.
Oh,
Man.
Not really a development.
You guys are really focused on this pathway of blood at this point.
I mean, why wouldn't we be?
It's upsetting, honestly. Like
15 doesn't help at all for me.
you wouldn't expect this. Now, Vin, you do notice something. Now down this path back.
Mind you, I'm lighting a torch.
Okay. That's good to know. Everybody else, you're slightly blinded for a second as pretty much Vin opens up a a torch.
It's dark as fuck
Now-
in here, guys.
Vin, down this way and this way. Actually, I'm just gonna say this way for now because it's
Okay.
closer. You can hear what sounds to be a very subtle sound of shh, shh, shh.
Yeah.
I'm
As
gonna
well-
go take a peek.
I'll
Okay,
obviously let them know about
does
that.
it sound
too.
like a Vinny size sh or a Indrid size sh?
I don't really know how to explain that. It's very
No, it was a
light
15, huh?
and it's difficult to tell. You could just hear the direction it's coming from.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna go in follow mode for a second. I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna whisper with the magic message spell to Indrid and go, I'm just gonna stay back a little bit and you scout ahead. I'm gonna keep pinging you occasionally and you let me know if there's something.
Yeah, right. You'll hear me screaming, mate.
Now you've got your cool, you're an expert.
Indrid, roll me a perception, or not perception, a stealth check at this point. Arlo, if you're going to be following him, do the same.
Oh my
Oh,
Jesus, what is
shit.
happening?
Well,
We're
I
the
only
best.
I only rolled a 9 myself, so
Damn.
Is this a stealth charge?
yeah,
this,
pretty much.
this is not much of a stealth charge. It's just like, I rule the world. Fucking step out of my way, fools. He's prancing.
This is our runway, damn it.
He's
Yeah.
doing his fancy footwork?
Mm-hmm.
I'm flaunting like a peacock.
Oh yeah, got a ton of range.
God, this goes on forever.
This goes on forever.
Should we tell them that it goes on? No, we're
Oh,
gonna.
you can,
find
because I'm
this.
messaging you. I'm just going, how's it looking?
No, I want to find
How's it
the
looking?
noise. Empty, but we did find.
It's empty, everybody.
So
it's
at this,
empty.
at
What are
this
you talking
point,
about?
At this point, considering Indrid, like, as you step through this door, or as you're prancing through this doorway, like you look over at this individual, like it's empty, and it look.
I only
this-
have 2 squares of movement, or 2 squares of vision around me.
Wait, what? Can you not see through this?
I can see through it.
I
Hold on.
only can see 2 squares out from me.
Oh, your
Why the
vision is set to
fuck
2
is-
Yeah.
squares. How the
Yeah,
fuck
because
is
it's
that?
not empty.
Like,
Yeah, I couldn't see anything. I can see.
I don't know why.
I can
fucking
see out to
dynamic
there.
lighting is so fucking broken. Give me a second. I'm updating things.
I was
Now
just
you-
really dark. Oh, it's not empty.
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
empty. As
You-
you pretty much
Not clear. Not clear.
Yeah, as you're pretty much walking and like you're like it's clear, and you see this thing as it's like sharpening a giant blade, and as it looks at you,
Not clear.
and then it goes back down to sharpening its blade.
Nope. Nope.
I mean, it didn't try to attack us. Oh,
Let's. I mean, shit. This is like stone and walls, so this might be where we need to go.
Shit, this has actually some detail to it.
Yeah, I think this is the path.
This is the way.
Based off of nothing but my gut instinct.
all right, well, let's get everyone else in case this does turn a bit nasty. And Arlo will scurry back and get everyone up to where we are.
I'm gonna throw down some caltrops right here.
Okay then.
Oh, it's not so good.
I feel bad for whoever steps in those later.
So what are we doing? Guys? Where are we going?
Reza, why are we back here?
Yeah, why are you back there?
Because you guys said you were going off to explore.
Yeah, but
tell
now
us to follow.
I came back and got you.
Okay.
I never saw your token show back up over here.
No, I didn't. It was verbal. Verbal only.
Verbal only. He told you to come back over here.
All right, so there's
Now-
a rather large group.
Just a quick little description real fast. You'll notice these doorways over here are actually set up quite wide. Oh, very wide for the most part. All of you can easily fit through 2 people at a time, and Vindebrand, it's not uncomfortable like your usual doorways that you're used to. It's actually just simple walking through. You think this is what a door is actually supposed to be like. Not you pretty much getting on your side and like pulling yourself through the door frame.
Yeah, as I start crossing through, I'm pulling the bark out, and I'm gonna start wiping it down my arms and get that AC up a little bit.
Okay then.
All right, so through that way, there's a rather large individual who doesn't look entirely alive, who seems to be rather taken with sharpening a rather large blade.
Any idea what the blood trail is for?
Did we see where did it lead to the creature?
It led past the creature from what you saw.
It didn't end with the creature.
Maybe if we just quietly walk on past him. Don't aggravate him. Let him leave him be. And let us go.
I mean, I could try and name drop Olivia if things get dicey.
I'm gonna hold up my rope and a bag of ball bearings. And be
I
like,
don't think it's gonna listen to reason, mate.
Well, it's clearly saw myself and you when it did attack us.
True.
Actually,
Is there a way around? There's lots of other places and ways to go.
There's a complete other doorway.
but there's blood going this way.
So,
Isn't that like a clue?
I don't know. Ask the expert.
I approach the zombie
Okay then. You approach the
cautiously, and I tell everyone else to hang back.
You approach the giant corpse as Rezo runs off in the opposite direction as all of you.
Is there like a
friend's still
doorway?
back here, by the way.
Huh?
Our
So, like-
friend's still back here, by the way.
He's assumed to be with you guys at this point.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, I was gonna say for a second there, I was actually stuck in the doorway.
You are quite big.
Quite big.
But these,
Plus-
yeah.
and
For
plus
these,
there's-
I can make it through these though, right?
Yeah,
So-
and yeah, you can easily make it through these doorways actually.
Okay.
Finally, a doorway your size.
Yes.
Though you have to shimmy up across this wall considering somebody left caltrops for some reason on the floor. You think
Stop.
Rezo-
This time.
You say for some reason, but
You
when
definitely
we're running back
That's
through
not-
this tunnel, they're gonna come in handy.
you're running back through this tunnel. You actually accidentally step on that square. Fucking cripple yourself.
Mm.
A half-breed never forgets. Edging my way around.
This thing's just like sharpening his blade. He's looking at you like from a side glance, but he's not really, caring at all.
Excuse me, just. Yep. Guys, I made it.
I made it. I'm not dead.
Shall we?
Oh no! Turn back.
So
Do you
Injured,
actually
before,
shout?
Injured before you
Yeah,
go
dude.
back.
Fucking.
Injured before you go
God
back.
damn it.
Hit that fucking square, damn it. Okay then, so before you go back, I'm not even gonna get you roll a perception check because you see at this point, as you see what looks like in that room, as you can pretty much what looks to be about 30 to 40 Arlo-sized skeletons just chattering and like acting all like pretty much very energetic skeletons, just pretty much like just shaking about inside that room, as some of them kind of like just twitch and look at your direction, and at that point you can run away.
Do they look hostile?
You don't know. Considering your reaction, I don't think you cared to notice, but
That's
that was
true.
that is the description I gave you before you ran away.
Excuse me, mate. Just coming back through real quick. Nope, not gonna bother you. Right. So, there's like 40 skeletons, but they're all like Arlo-sized.
Okay.
I say
I think I
40.
could just like. You
That's
think I
like
could just like
10.
cleave through some of them with the branch with Magatha there?
Maybe. They didn't attack me either, though. Much like this guy.
So
He
let's
didn't
just
attack. Let's just calmly
move along.
just hug the wall. He doesn't seem to mind.
Whoa.
Sure, he doesn't seem
Arlo.
Arlo happened to Arlo.
Arlo, the smallest of the group, but now he turned into a barrel.
I'm trusting the expert in the field here.
Hey, if he kills you guys, that's your problem.
If he
That-
kills you, that's your fault.
He likes me. See, there's your mates, Arlo, and there's some more dead people over there I see now. Let's just follow the blood.
What the? Oh, okay, that's all the. I thought that was one token.
Is
Yeah,
that-
no, same. That's what I thought. It's like a fucking necro dragon down here or something.
It is just a very large group of skeletons. Don't worry about it. A very large group of twitchy gnome skeletons. The most.
Is there a door right there?
worst
Are we following blood
abomination.
still, or are we just moving?
And Idrid, at
There's
this
blood.
point, you can see a bit of ways away. You could just see an individual in what looks to be a lazy
Okay.
Susan chair, kind of just like spinning in circles, just reading a book at this point,
Actually,
kicking
cannot.
himself back and forth. You can't.
Only I can.
Oh yeah, your vision is only 60 feet. Arlo, you can see this with your keen dark. Actually, you guys should have like fucking full vision in here for some reason. This place is torched up.
Oh.
Oh, then I won't have one.
Hold on, daylight mode. Ploop.
Oh,
Now you should all
lovely.
be able to see.
Oh.
Yeah, you can just see this. You could just see this individual kind of like spinning in circles on a chair while reading a book.
Loopy. Dare I say.
The one in the back, like
Yeah,
this,
the one all
this
the
one's
way
in
in
the
the
chair.
Yeah.
And
That
what-
one is not really visible at the moment for some reason. You know,
Okay.
lying down in a pool.
Right, mates. So I think we found the necromancer.
Are we?
Just a guess.
I think we
What?
did with the orcs.
What?
We all fire at the same time.
Oh. We could ask him if he's a necromancer. Do you want me to ask him?
Oh, I just give him a silent look of a raised eyebrow.
It worked for the last bunch.
It worked on the other person we found in this place.
Yeah, right. It worked on the creepy blonde lady.
I'm a little concerned that if we give too much notice, then he'll call in the large amount of reinforcements that are currently behind us.
Well, mate, I also think if we just go in wands blazing, that he's gonna call for help as well.
Does anyone know how to cast the silence spell?
No.
I
No,
do,
mate.
but that was like 3 days ago.
Damn it!
Damn it.
Arlo's gonna take out the wand of secrets and actually start waving it around.
As you expend one of the charges of the Wand of Secrets, you don't notice anything highlight or any little wisp show up and lead you a pathway to a secret entry point.
It's worth a shot.
So there's no way I would want to go in there and confront this guy without taking care of his reinforcements first.
Right.
I'd very much like not to be blindsided by these guys, which will inevitably come after us.
Was there
Well,
like
we
a
could-
big boulder or something you could block the door with?
Do
Yeah,
you
we
see
got
one?
him. We got him bottlenecked right here, pretty much.
I have more caltrops.
And you could bottleneck this passageway with your own body.
Yes, but were those
You can
skeletons?
sacrifice.
Were they?
yourself.
No, they can only take
Hold
you.
the door.
Oh no! Oh no! Would
Some say that wouldn't.
do
work.
they all have weapons? That mass group of skeletons.
But that mass group of skeletons, it's hard to tell, but out of the ones you can see gleams into that room. So yeah, probably.
Just have
Yeah.
a contingent of murder gnomes on standby. I want a contingent of murder gnomes.
Is there any other way to have gnomes?
I want to have I want to get tips from this guy, not kill him.
I want like advice. He seems
Um,
pretty chill.
I could probably hold the line.
I could
Maybe not with the big guy, but with the little ones. Yeah.
I'll hold the door.
Well, I'm only asking, mate, because we came across other people in this dungeon that aren't the necromancer.
We are missing apparently the sister of the fellow upstairs, downstairs, down the hall.
Down the hall
In the
would be a
cat
better
keep.
way of saying it. Like, it's a large pathway away, honestly.
I mean, this person, whoever they are, doesn't appear to be paying much attention. We could try and scope out. There's a lot of this place we haven't explored.
Right,
Um,
but if he is the necromancer, what if we shouldn't
Can I
let
do
him
an insight
wander
to see
around?
if that is the necromancer?
Well, actually,
Does he look gothic?
I just ask.
Does he look like one?
Just ask our friend,
Yeah, Indra, go ask your buddy. If
Oh
that's
yeah,
his
yeah,
boss.
exactly.
All right,
the Revenant.
Ah, crap! Everybody said that's him. Damn. Shit.
I put
Oh,
a
yeah.
leash on the Revenant first.
no,
and then
hey,
ask.
Torn.
Yell out.
Torn, is this the mate that killed you?
Oh, you'll notice Torm's frozen at the moment.
Completely. Like,
As in, like unnaturally so.
Unnaturally so.
Yeah, there's our answer.
Should we push him back a little bit, like? Out
Yeah,
the door?
I'm gonna
Put him in the door.
There's our bottleneck, guys.
You guys, Vin picks him up and kind of like wedges him into the fucking like doorway.
Yeah,
slide.
we'll just
Yeah.
lay him horizontally. Yeah,
No,
like-
no, no, no. If it's normal size for Vinny to walk through, guys, it's too big for a body.
Well, here's the
We'll
thing.
extend his arms.
Vin's not Vin's big guy. Like Torm's a big guy. He's like like 6'5", so he could like take up a square. So like you guys should just keep him as like a slight barricade, I guess.
Yeah,
or
better,
just
even better
push him
bottleneck.
5 feet back so he's out of the radius of the effect and tell him to guard the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh yeah, we put him out of this frozen period and just make him out all the
Watch
rest.
our back, Torm. As
Exactly.
He's just stuck there looking at the direction of this guy.
Vin, why don't you pick Tom up and see if there's a certain range that this maybe wears off?
I'll bring Torm.
Okay, then. As you go to pretty much grab Torm at this point, usually he's a very solid individual, but your hands just pass through him at this point.
I see.
Hmm.
Yep.
Anyone have any
There's that.
silver?
I will cast Manoxilium to Mage Hand and try and push him that way.
I will join him with my mage hand and increase the weight.
Even if you could move him with Mage Hand, or even a Bigsby hand, it will have no effect.
All right, Ray casts message to him and goes,
Are you okay, buddy? You still there with me?
We'll get no response that
Okay.
way as well.
I'm not gonna reply.
He is
All right.
effectively flesh to stone at the moment, in his own special way.
Shall we, guys?
Before we do, I'll put down some more caltrops behind us. So if we do get company coming in from behind, they'll at least, slow down and take some damage.
See,
How big is my chest? My
is it a 25 pound
44
chest?
inches.
Pretty big chest from what I remember as well.
yeah, it's a big chest.
How big of a chest? Like, how big are we talking?
Not quite. Yeah, not quite wide enough to
Lock a
block
door.
off the entrance, but at the very least to slow him down, maybe.
Very serious chest.
You know what? If you stand in the middle of the staircase, I can put some ball bearings on the stairs so they just fall towards you and you can just maybe make some bread.
Yeah, well, I think if anything else, go make friends with the guy, and I'll hold up the re.
So who's yelling Leroy Jenkins? Let's go.
Leroy!
Leave.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hello, good sir.
Oh my god.
Ma'am!
Well,
Sir or ma'am.
as pretty much he stops spinning at this point and kind of like plants his feet down. Well, it's good to see you finally made it here. It took you fucking long enough.
I know, right, man?
As at
Those
this point, as he
skeletons.
stops spinning and you actually can get a good view of him, which I will click this because this is pretty exact on what he actually looks like. Shift, is it controller?
Z.
Or is that one guy from the comics?
I'm trying to do it, but it's not working.
If you
I mean, I can
have
see
it
it.
selected,
It's blown up.
Oh, it's
can you do
blown
it
up?
again? I messed it up.
Yeah, it's blown up.
Oh, there we go. It just took forever for it to blow up for me. So this is what you currently see. Though when it comes to his right arm and his right eye, you'll notice his right arm is a very similar color to Indrid, as it has a very similar frostbite color to it. And along the entire arm itself has what looks to be very crystalline like scales going up it. You can see these scales through the scales, the skin color of pretty much the frostbite, but very crystal-like. And you'll notice that his right eye as well has what looks to be where the white part is black, but the pretty much main eye part is very reptilian in nature, but has a very crystal-like shape to it, or a very crystal-like color to it.
Hmm.
Opal would be a good color to agree with it.
I just had the best idea ever. This long hallway and a couple of the boulders that I might have would make for like the perfect bowling alley if these skeletons come coming after us.
I feel like they're going to.
I'm
a
just
hunch.
saying.
Just a hunch.
So then, would the rest of your friends like to join us for this conversation? I don't feel like there's a point for you to be here. Indrid Cold.
Speaking of which, can I take a good?
Hello?
I'm gonna take a good long look at at Arlo too. Make sure he's
Arlo
Dylan's
looks fine.
right frame. Arlo.
He looks nervous, and you notice he's very deliberately seeming to hide behind a wall to keep out of the sight of this person.
You know, it took you a lot longer than I expected to get through to here, but you did the job nonetheless, and I thank you for that much, to say the very least. Also, to answer the question you were discussing back there, I am not a necromancer, correction, but we'll get to that later.
Then
Right,
why bring
well-
it up now?
We were hired to kill a necromancer.
Ah,
So if you're not a necromancer, I think we should hear him out.
We'll start to peek around and come forward.
Just stay behind if you like, Arlo.
Do you control the undead out there?
excuse me, Rezo Rendall. I would ask you kindly to not get so close.
My hair on the back of my neck stands up as he says my name.
What's left
It is
of
not. It is not a very good idea for people like yourselves to get too close to me. I have a unnatural
Odor.
COVID.
aura. Doesn't do good things to regular individuals. But it's good to meet you all finally. It's been entertaining, to say the very least, watching you stumble through this fort. Though you've done your job that I've been hoping you to do, or hoping for you to do this whole time. Very well, actually. Though surprising nobody died, I was expecting at least one or two to perish from some of the traps. Means I need to redo some things, but of course, that's later things to do. So then, welcome to my ritual site, laboratory, place of worship. I don't really know what exactly I could call this place. I could call it multiple things, but at the moment, let's just call it a meeting spot. And at this point, Indrid, I'm assuming you're kind of like scanning the room a bit.
I'm scanning the room. I'm looking at these nice little organs we have laid out before us.
You can see what looks to be a few interesting objects laid about, but you'll also notice in the center of this pool right here what looks to be a very similar but withered corpse of a individual in a very broken plate with a long beard, slightly grayed, as well as long hair, brownish in the roots, but gray for the most part. As it kind of looks like a very withered Torm.
Yeah.
Oh, is he not back there anymore?
Oh, he's back there still.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
We have Torm Ghost. That's Torm Body.
Right.
Now then, let's speak a bit. I would say let's talk business, but I feel like at this point I should probably give you an explanation. But I guess at this point, you ask your questions and I'll answer them.
Kind of you.
Well, for the most part, I feel like I owe you that much.
Well, you know our names. What's yours?
Well, it is nice to meet you all. I am Palkarth.
I look over my shoulder. Ring a bell? Anyone?
Should we have heard of you?
I will allow Rezo and Vindebrand to roll a history check.
Oh boy. 11.
9.
Okay then, and Vin, you have advantage on this. So roll me one more time.
Oh, 18. And
Well, it's an 11
Oh.
for Rezo.
16.
Vin has the advantage. So Vin, as you hear the name and you think about it back and forth, the name does ring a bell, though not much you know about it. You know of Palkarth as a wanderer in the north. Some say he's a druid. Some say he's a ghost. Some stories. But for the most part, people witness him. He helps out at times, or he just ignores people. Though you do know in places that he does stay for too long, it does cause unwanted gatherings, to say the very least. Even more so during the winter.
Sounds a bit like a story my mom used to tell me. Never put it together for real though.
Well, then it's nice to meet all of you. Well,
Okay.
yes, meet. So then, you've made it this far. I congratulate you on that part. I see that you made some acquaintances as he kind of peeks back behind you and noticing the phantom of Torm. But I do congratulate you on making it this far. I didn't have any intentions for any of you to die, though I wasn't expecting all of you to make it through the undead without me giving them orders not to kill you. Or not kill you.
Your floating skull certainly made a valiant attempt.
Oh, she's different. That was her point. She was supposed to see the full extent of her abilities, though she wasn't meant to kill. She was only meant to scare, would be the word.
Mission accomplished. Does he have that? There's mention of a necklace that would be around the necromancer at the time.
You don't notice any necklace at this point.
I don't see one. Okay.
You call this place a place of worship. What exactly is it that you follow?
Well, I follow Domus. The Winter Wraith, the Frost Skull. One of the Dark. Many words, many titles from him. Many understandings, many fears, and many questions. An old god. A misunderstood god.
And what exactly is your goal here and with us, since we seem to be rather expected?
Well, my goal here is, a little bit more to the point of very long-term plans finally coming together. Now, a long time ago, I stumbled upon this place. Didn't find much use about it considering my nomadic nature, but about 6 years ago, I got a lovely vision. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I do know this continent is going to be engulfed in flames that will tear the land apart. I know that there are going to be certain individuals cladded in blue, green, and red at the forefront of this. And I also know old gods will come back to try to retake their thrones. So, I had a bit of planning to do, and this little place is connected to that. So is that lord that you spoke to, as well as his son.
His son.
Well, yes.
Right, that one's off limits.
Is that Eberron? Possibly that we were talking to.
No.
Dwarf.
No, dwarf son. What is it?
Oh, okay.
Steelfoot? I forget his name.
Ironbeard was the dad. I forget who the
Yeah.
son was. Yeah.
Glimmet Steelfoot.
Mhm.
But
Those
yes,
guys. Okay.
all points it matters that I had to get to for the most part.
So they're gonna burn the whole continent?
No. It's just going to be an effect of that happening. They're actually not going to be the ones that are going to be starting it, actually, from what I can tell. The vision is blurry, and I have it again every so often. It's more clearer. I believe the more clear it is, the closer it is to happen. And the most latest one I had, it was upsetting, to say the very least.
You don't sound very upset.
I've had similar dreams actually.
Oh,
You have?
interesting.
For a long time now, yeah.
That is very interesting. We could talk about that more later, but just to help you understand my point, I intend to keep balance to what small order I do have within inside this region, as this is most likely what's going to be touched for resources in this coming war. So to do so, I need an army, and the easiest way is to use this fort to supply it to me. I'll leave it at that. I feel like all of you are smart enough individuals to figure out what I mean by that. Now
Right.
then, with the first group of adventurers, I wanted to see how under control, and with me completely commanding the undead at my disposal, how effective they would be to a group of adventurers of decent caliber, which seemed very effective. But I needed a test group to see what would happen if I completely sat back and did nothing. That would be you. Also, my contact inside the city insisted that I didn't kill most of you, and some of you I find interesting for the most part.
Your contact.
Yes, we'll leave it at that.
Oh, you're gonna make us guess now.
That is up to you if you wish to guess.
Right, mate. So maybe having bones and rotten flesh not the greatest idea for an army.
Well, you see, considering the individual I follow and the blessings I have been given, it is the easiest thing I couldn't do. Especially if I actually focus on controlling them. I myself am not inclined of learning or practicing in the magics of raising the dead, though this place that I was led to, this pool of resurrection, well, was once a pool of resurrection. mixing my aura with it, the waters. I can alter things quite well as affect things. For example, that very large individual in the courtyard. Luckily, because of this, as he gestures towards the pool. That skull in your pouch, Arlo. Because of this pool. As Arlo, you hear giggling in your pocket.
That skull would not fit in my pouch. It's in the box.
Hmm?
Are you talking about? I have one of the stones. That's all I have for the
You
eyes.
do have one of the stones, and the other stone decided to go back into your bag, as it doesn't actually form back on the skull fragments itself. It forms back on the gems.
Great. I elbow it. Great.
Right.
It's still giggling.
Upturns his back and starts. Get up.
It's no fun. I wanted to see what would happen. You ruined my fun. Boo.
But you can't see from in there, so get the hell out.
You're no fun, Arlo. No fun at all.
Right. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, you see here, I need you to finish this job.
What job, mate? You really haven't told us what we've been doing
So,
here. other than
your
testing
job
your
was
defenses.
to come to this place, deal with the undead outside, figure out, or at least help me figure out weak points that I can work with, which I can easily rebuild upon by the time what my plans fold into. What I need you to do, which I will pay you with whatever you want, information, coin, things, or even a boon. A boon could be useful to some people, I bet. But I'm willing to pay you if you march yourselves back to that city and inform that lord that you cleared this place clean. And my contact will make sure that he will send his full forces here before winter. To be exact, a month before winter. It shouldn't take them very long, 2 weeks at best, 3 if they find trouble. I have plans to cause things to change very rapidly around here, or at least the environment outside. By the time they're here, it'll be too late for most of them, and my plans will be succeeded. In doing this, you help me as well as you assist with keeping somewhat of a balance.
Mentioned this balance thing several times. So what are the two sides or multiple sides that are trying to find equilibrium?
Well, you see, just to give you an explanation, which makes sense why you, Vindabran, have experiences as well. Do you know how many individuals worship Domus? Offhand.
Do I know how many?
All of you would have an idea. Indrid, you would have more so, considering he's still technically a evil god, but he's also one of the nature gods as well. Everybody worship him because he's the god of winter. More in the point of to evade his wrath, they worship him. So he's one of the more powerful gods just because of that. Though with that, he is still a nature god, even though chaotic and evil in nature, balance still must be kept in some form of matter until somebody takes winter away from him somehow, or something like that.
Oh, right, mate. Like a couple hundred.
But from what I can tell, this event will cause things to go out of balance. And what I mean by that is sheer chaos. Now, there must be order to keep chaos. They must keep themselves in balance. One could sometimes overstep the other, but if one completely tips the scales, problems will be had. So I wish to try to balance it out by lessening such things. To do so, I need a somewhat reasonable army.
When do you expect this event to come forth?
Sometime next year, to be exact. Maybe sooner.
What is your army going to do exactly?
My plans with it is to pretty much lessen the effects of what I would assume is one of the main aggressors of this coming war is the Bane. And it potentially assist with the other individuals that agreed to help me already. Some further up north, some more to the coastline, to the west.
Are you planning to use the army to attack the Bane?
No. To more or less threaten them. Movements are a lot harder when there's a known force in a certain direction, a known force that doesn't sleep, a known force that doesn't question its orders.
It's almost like a violence deterrent with violence.
Exactly.
See, I kind of like where your head's at with that.
Yeah, it sounds quite nuclear.
And if a couple hundred need to die to do so, I feel like that's a fair trade-off. I don't tend to kill individuals, but if it's necessary, I will do it.
You wouldn't happen to be working with a naked cat named Fancy, would you?
Can't say I would know anybody of that name.
Well, bonus points for you then.
Bonus points.
Yeah. You're sounding better and better by the minute here.
Because I know the Bane slightly. Are you sure you can handle them with their grudge or their attempt to try to take revenge for slaying so many of their kind?
Well, here's the thing. On one part, it will seem like winter wiped them out. And who could really blame nature for so many deaths? It was poor planning on the Lord's part, but if plans work out properly, he will be dealt with in this storm as well.
So it seems like you're trying to kill somebody before they do something bad.
I'm trying to...
That sounds terrifying.
I'm trying to limit individuals' control by tactically stealing it.
He wants to control the strategy of the board by having a large piece.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. That actually sounds like a great idea to distract and deter. But the whole killing lots of people just to get your way, I don't like that.
And
Well,
why
mate,
is that
if they're
not?
gonna die anyway.
Is that what it is?
Isn't that what all of you do? Isn't that what adventurers do?
Kill people to get by a means?
Kill
No.
people for... No, worse actually. You kill people for money.
That's not true at all. Thought you knew us.
I kill people for money.
Well, we'll have a talk about that later.
Most of
Indrid.
you, besides a few of them, would kill people for money. As he glances at a few individuals, pretty much, you would notice this as Rave, Indrid, Rezo. He makes eye contact with each one of you.
So is that what we've come to?
Well, if you're willing to do this, I would appreciate it. My contact will get into communications with you once you get back to the town.
What do you lot think?
It'll assist you, but there is payment to this, along with payment from the Lord himself that hired you for this job.
What's the payment you'd offer?
Like I said earlier, coin, information, items, a boon, of course.
Yes, what's that exactly? A boon?
A boon. Well, you see, I don't know if any of you would understand this, but I am a chosen of Domus. One of his select few, as you can notice my mark as he gestures at his right side.
You're hard to miss.
Yes, I am one considered close to the god himself. And with that, I am able to give small blessings of that god. These blessings can last some time, mattering what they are. I could make it that undead don't notice your existence at all. Or that winter passes you by as if you are shielded by it. Things like that. As long as it's within my power, I could assist with it. Though I cannot do a lot of those, I'll tell you that.
And what is your relationship with Octavia?
You mean Olivia?
Damn
Olivia.
it, yes.
Olivia is a lost lamb, to say the very least. Somebody that was assaulted by those for being very similar to myself. And is at this point lost. Very stubborn, though, by nature. I ask her to do some tasks for me at times, and when I ask things, sometimes unintentionally, my intents are forced upon individuals. As if I ask you, Arlo, to sit on your ass. Make a wisdom check.
Check not say.
Didn't say. Dooman says. That's a 22.
Okay, then you feel this odd like sensation of like your muscles tensing up, and like you kind of catch yourself almost actually doing it. Like I said, I had blessings when it comes to interacting with those close to death. You yourself are like Olivia, and sooner or later you'll learn the same reasons why she doesn't interact with society much more.
What if we tried to come up with an alternative? Now, you obviously need bodies for your army. What if we, well, it's not really a classy way to say this, but as opposed to bringing living people, perhaps do a little grave robbing?
I'll be honest with you, it's not just only the bodies I need. An army comes with supplies to take over a fort, to rebuild, to
Right, mate.
fortify, to supply.
What if we set up a little agreement with the Lord so he empties the sanitariums, the prisons, the orphanages?
I don't think you understand how greedy the Bane are.
That's gonna get a really nasty look from
And if
From me
he
as well,
finds
yeah.
out you decided to leave this place without doing your job and even thought about talking to the enemy, I don't think their crooked justice system would not think of locking you up for life, if not execution.